So good morning. Let's begin the session now, everyone. So here, first of all, let us see what is a Azure Data Engineering. What is Azure Data Engineering? So what do you mean by Azure Data Engineering, guys? Everyone. So let's try to understand this. What is Azure Data Engineering? Azure is nothing but it is the name used by the Microsoft. Okay, guys. This name is used by the Microsoft to market their everyone to market their cloud services. Okay, such as you have a more supermarket, guys, everyone. You have more supermarket now, everyone. So actually, this more supermarket is a chain of supermarkets. And this is owned by whom, guys? Yes, everyone. This more supermarket is owned by whom? It is owned by the more supermarket is owned by the Birla Group. Am I right? Yes, obviously, it's owned by the Birla Group, where the Birla, can you say like this? The Birla Group is marketing their grocery stores. The Birla Group is marketing their grocery stores with a name called what? More. Am I right? In the same way here also, the Azure, that is Microsoft, is marketing their cloud services. Cloud services with a name called what is that? Azure. The name called what? Azure. And the next one, what is it? You have it? Data. So guys, what is data? Data is nothing but the information, guys. The information what we get is called as data. And what is engineering? Engineering is nothing but application of the techniques. So we can say in broad, application of techniques on the data, application of techniques on the data by using the Azure. That is called as what? Azure Data Engineering. Application of techniques on the data by using the Azure is called as what? Azure Data Engineering, where the Azure Data Engineering, guys, Azure Data Engineering is a bunch of cloud services. It is a bunch of cloud services. That means many cloud services are intact here. Many cloud services are intact here. Okay. But using these cloud services, what are the tasks we can do here, guys? Or what are the job we can do it? We can do the following jobs here. What is that? The first one we can say data migration, guys. Data migration. And the next one we have order data integration. Data integration. Then we have what's the data summarization. And then we have data visualization. Okay. These are all the tasks we can do it by using the, okay, guys, by using the Azure Data Engineering. What is it? The Azure Data Engineering, it's a complete end-to-end cloud service provided where, okay, we can perform the following job. What is that? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. Wherein, first of all, to understand what is a cloud service, guys, what is a cloud service? We'll take an example here. What is that? First of all, what is a cloud service? And what is on-premises? Okay, let's try to understand what is a cloud and what is an on-premises here, everyone. Okay, guys. So for that, I'll take an example here. Simple example I'll take up here. Okay, guys. We all use, everyone, we all use here a mobile phone. So whenever we buy a mobile phone, everyone, whenever we buy a mobile phone, everyone, whenever we buy a mobile phone, guys, everyone, whenever we buy a mobile phone, by default, yes, guys, whenever we buy a mobile phone, okay, whenever we buy a mobile phone, by default, everyone, whenever we buy a mobile phone, by default, whenever you buy a mobile phone, by default, you will get the mobile phone with the default memory. Let us say you bought a mobile phone where the memory of the mobile phone is 60 GB, 64 GB. Okay, guys, where the memory of the mobile phone is what is that? 64 GB. Where the mobile phone memory is what is that? 64 GB. And now, where the memory of the mobile phone is 64 GB and 8 GB is the RAM. 8 GB is the RAM here. That means what? You can store the data up to 64 GB in your mobile phone with 8 GB as the RAM. That means processing speed is 8 GB. Now, what happened is, guys, now what happened is, now you have been to a function or a marriage function or some excursion where you have clicked some photos in a camera. Okay. Where you, and even the videos you have clicked, where the memory required to store in your mobile phone is 500 GB now. Now the question, tell me, can we store this 500 GB into your mobile phone where the mobile phone memory is 64 GB inbuilt data and 8 GB is the processing speed? Can you store this 500 GB in your mobile phone, guys, everyone? Yeah? Can we store it, guys? It's not possible to store because the memory here is okay limited to 64 GB. So what is the alternative for that? So how to store this 500 GB in your mobile phone? So for that, guys, we have a small alternative. We add an SD card. We add an SD card to your mobile phone. Now let us say the SD card capacity is 132 GB. I've added the SD card. Now, guys, the total memory of your mobile phone is what? The total memory is what right now? 64 GB plus, guys, 64 GB plus, what is that? 64 GB plus, what is that? 30 GB, 132 GB. That means what? Around 196 GB you have it. Am I right? Now it is what is that? 196 GB is there. So now tell me, still can you meet the requirement of storing 500 GB in your mobile phone? Still we can't. So what is the alternative now? You will be end up in buying a new mobile phone only. That is the only alternative, which where you have to incur the lot of cost here. Am I right? The cost will be increased to buy a new mobile phone. To avoid that cost, what we do, guys? To avoid that cost, we try to store the data. Okay, if you're using an Android phone, you'll try to store the data in the Google Drive. We'll try to store the data in what's that? Google Drive, guys. Google Drive. You'll try to store the data in the Google Drive. Am I right? Where the free GB or the free memory is what is it? 15 GB. Whenever you open a Gmail account, by default, you will get a Google Drive with a 15 GB memory here. Okay. You can by default store the 15 GB memory here, guys. But if you want, if it is required, you can expand it to the whatever the limit. That means 15 GB is free here. It means 15 GB is free. You can store up towards that whatever the limit. Suppose I bought it here 900 TB, that is terabyte. So for 900 terabyte, you will have to pay the cost and buy the space on the Google Drive. Where, guys, where we can store the data here, where we can store the data. So here there is no limitation. There is no limitation for storing the data, guys. Today you bought 900 TB. Tomorrow you can extend it to whatever the limit you want. Tomorrow you can extend it to what? Whatever the limit you want. Okay, even in the petabytes also you can buy, but subject to the payment of the cost. Am I right or not? Now, slowly, we all, guys, slowly we all is trying to move the data. Slowly we all trying to move the data, guys, trying to move the data from the, yes, from the mobile storage, from the mobile inbuilt storage to what is that, guys? Google Drive. Mobile phone inbuilt storage to the Google Drive. Now, if you're trying to store the, or if you're trying to move the data from the mobile phone inbuilt storage to the Google Drive, guys, in mobile inbuilt storage to what is it? Google Drive. Now tell me what are the advantages you will get it? First of all is what? unlimited storage, you can do it. That means whenever you want, guys, whenever you want, you can expand it. By paying the cost, you can expand it. What is the second reason, guys? The second reason is what? The security of your data. Okay. The security of your data is the responsibility of the Google now. As you're storing the data into the Google Drive, the security of your data is the responsibility of what? Google. Am I right? And the third and a very important reason is what is that, guys? Is accessing of data. That means, suppose you have stored the data into the Google Drive through your mobile phone. The device you have used the mobile phone, and through the mobile phone you have stored the data into the Google Drive. Now you left your mobile phone at home, and now you have been to some other countries. Let us say you have been to US now. After going to the USA, okay, guys, my question is that can you access the data stored in the Google Drive or not? Yes, guys. Can you access the data stored in the Google Drive or not after going to US without a physical device? Yes, guys. Can we access the data? Yes, we can access the data. Yes, we can access the data from any part of the world if you store the data into the Google Drive. Am I right or not? Okay. And whereas you can store unlimited data, security of the data is the responsibility of the Google, as well as the accessing of data is possible from any location of the world, guys. It is possible to store the data from the any location of the world. Okay. Whereas these are the three major reasons. Okay, we have many more reasons, of course. These are the three major reasons why we moved right now to store the data from the mobile phone inbuilt storage to the Google Drive. Whereas moving the data from can you share moving the data from what is that, from the mobile phone inbuilt storage to the Google Drive. Moving the data from the mobile phone inbuilt storage to the Google Drive is nothing but this process of moving the data from the mobile phone inbuilt storage to the Google Drive is called as the process of what is that, guys? It is called as a process of what? Data migration. This process is called as what, guys? Everyone, data migration. So data migration is a process where we move the data from the, can you see here, from the local device to the Google Drive, where local device, mobile phone, SD card is what is that? It is called as what, guys? This is called as what? On premises. This is called as what, guys? On premise. It is called as what? On premise. This is called as what? On premise, guys. Whereas the data, whatever we store it in the Google Drive, this is called as what? Data on cloud. Data on what is that, guys? Cloud. Google Drive comes under what's that? Cloud here. And on premises is nothing but your mobile phone, SD card, and as well as your laptop. If you store the data in the laptop also, that also comes under what? On premises. Now, here the world is moving the data from the on premises network to the to what is that? To the cloud network, where moving the data from the on premises network to the cloud network is called as what is that, guys? Moving the data from the on-premises network to the cloud network is called as what? Data migration. It is called as what? Data migration. This is called as what, guys? Data migration. It is called as what? Data migration. Okay. So I think everyone is clear with the concept here. What is data migration? Yes, ma. I want a reply from all of you guys. Say something. Yes, no, anything. Okay. Yes, guys. So whereas this process is called as what? Data migration process. Now, the other job, what is that you have it? Data integration is there, guys. Data integration is there. Let's try to understand what is a data integration process. What is actually the data integration process you have it? Now, everyone, for this, I'm taking an example. Let's say, let's say you have been to the, okay, a supermarket. You have been to the supermarket. Whereas, can you see here? Let us say you have been to a supermarket called, okay, Reliance Smart. You have been. So when you go to the Reliance Smart, okay, which is a supermarket, what are the things which are available in the supermarket? Many things like groceries there, vegetables will be there. Nowadays, everything we are getting it in a supermarket. So here you have what say groceries or vegetables, etc. Vegetables. Okay. So vegetables are there. And the next one is groceries. Okay. Then we can also get what is it? Many more things we can get it, of course. Whereas out of the vegetables, can you see here? Let us say the vegetable number A is there, where this vegetable is cropped and guys, that is this vegetable is cropped in let us say uh, that is nothing but USA, but imported here for the sales and available for sales here in the supermarket. Let us say here this supermarket is located in Mumbai. Okay, this supermarket is available in what's that Mumbai. Let us say here. So this supermarket is available for sales in what Mumbai. This supermarket is available for sales in what is it Mumbai. So here we can say what's it guys. This supermarket is available for sales in what is that Mumbai. So here we have what's it. This is a vegetables, which vegetable number A is imported from the United States of America, but available for sale in Mumbai supermarket. That means what? This vegetable is cropped. Okay, this vegetable is cropped. And what is that? This vegetable is cropped. And okay, this vegetable is cropped. And what is that? We can say cultivated or whatever the thing. It is done in US only. But it is available for sales in Mumbai supermarket. In the same way, you have the vegetable number B. This vegetable, let us say, it is in cropped in what is it? Jammu and Kashmir. And whereas this is available for sales here. Okay, this is available for sales in what? Mumbai supermarket. So J&K India and available for sales here in Mumbai supermarket. Likewise, you have the C vegetable. There is nothing but some vegetable you have it. And this is cropped in what's it? MP, that is Madhya Pradesh, India, and available for sales in the same supermarket. Okay, that is it, which is located in Mumbai. That's it. These are all the process we have it, guys. These are all the process we have it. Wherein can you see here? These vegetables, and even when you come to the groceries, this groceries, let us say there is a okay toothpaste or soaps, etc. These all are manufactured at various locations and the various manufacturing units, but from there the same is gathered by the supermarket and available for sale for the customers at Mumbai location. Am I right? That means the customers who stay in Mumbai, okay, the customers who is staying in Mumbai, okay, the customers who is staying in Mumbai, they can buy all these products by going to the supermarket. Hmm. So can we say that all of them are, guys, all of them, everyone, all of them are kept under the single roof for facilitating the customers, where the same is gathered from what? Different parts of the world. From the way the same are what is it gathered from the different part of the world here. So hence, guys, this is process where we call it as what? Integration. This process we call it as what, guys? Integration. Gathering it from various locations and keeping it a common place and available for the customers to buy it. This is called as what? The process of what? Integration. And the same thing comes here when it comes to the data integration. So what is data integration? So just replace now, guys, just to replace this, what is that? Vegetables and groceries with the data here. That means data is available, guys, data is available at different locations, such as one data is available in USA, okay, database server, or we can say Oracle database server. Okay, then the another data is available in, let us say, Canada. Okay, and this is in SQL server. Okay, so can you see here? So gathering of data from various locations, gathering the data from the various locations, guys, gathering the data from various locations and keeping it a place for the facilitation of what is that, guys? For the facilitation of what is that? For the facilitation of the consumers, or you can say consumers or the user. So the user who want to use this data, okay, for facilitating this user, the data is gathered from various locations of the world and kept it here. So hence, guys, hence this process, we call it as what? Data integration. It is called as what? Data integration. Data, what is that? Integration. It is called as what? Data integration. This process is called as what? Data integration, guys. This process is called as what? Data integration. So data integration is nothing but what? Getting the data from the various locations and keeping it a place, guys. Keeping it a place is called as what? The process of what? Data integration. So, okay, data integration. So I hope everyone is following the process here. Yes, guys, what is a data integration? You must be clear with this. Now, the next one after this, guys, after the data integration, okay, we have the next process here. What is that? The next process we can say, guys, what is a data summarization? This is a very important one, guys. What is data summarization? So what do you mean by data summarization? So let's try to take the same example for the data summarization. Okay. So I'm taking the same grocery stores. I'm taking the same grocery stores, and as well as what is that you have it? That is vegetable example here. Now, actually today, actually your task of the day, you have to prepare a vegetable curry, guys. What is that? You have to prepare a vegetable curry. You have to prepare a vegetable curry. As soon as you thought of preparing this veg curry, okay, guys, as soon as you thought of preparing this veg curry, now you will go to the supermarket to buy the vegetables. Now tell me, after going to the supermarket, as you have to buy the vegetables, guys, now tell me, everyone, now tell me, are you going to buy all the vegetables available in the supermarket, or only those vegetables which is required to prepare your veg curry? This is the another question, guys. Please tell me now. Hmm? Now, my question is, I'm repeating it once again. You have to prepare a veg curry, everyone. So for buying this veg curry, what you will do, you have been to the supermarket, and after going to the supermarket, are you going to buy all the vegetables, or only those vegetables which is required for preparing the veg curry? You will buy only those vegetables which is required for preparing the veg curry. So let us say you have been to the supermarket here, and in the vegetable section you have already been there, and now you bought, and you have shortlisted, not bought exactly, shortlisted the vegetable number A, guys, and the vegetable number C. Though you have many vegetables are there, but you have shortlisted only the vegetable number A and C. So can you say this process is called as what? Selection of vegetables. That means from all the vegetables, you're going to select only those vegetables which is required. So we can say A and C is the first one. Now, selection of vegetables is done. You bought them, billing is also done now. Guys, billing is also done now. And once the billing is done, everything is ready here. What you will do, guys? The next process. What is that? You bought them home. After getting them home, will you start eating the vegetables? No, because as a human, we don't eat the raw vegetables. So for that, what you do, you perform some process on that vegetable. What's that? Cutting of vegetables, or we can say chopping of vegetables. Then we have the process called what? Cleaning of vegetables, or we can say, guys, cleaning or washing of vegetables. Okay, cleaning or washing of vegetables. Okay. Then after cleaning, cutting, chopping is done, guys. What is the next process you have it? You'll start the process of cooking the vegetable. So what you will do? You will start the cooking process. So cooking is the process of preparing the veg curry. And once the cooking is done, guys, then what happens here? Finally, the vegetable curry will be ready here. Am I right? And then what you will do? You will start eating the same. Am I right? Whereas, can you see here? In this process, first of all, we have done what is it, guys? We have done the process called what? Selection of vegetables. After the selection of vegetables, you have brought them home and started some process where the vegetable is in the raw form. You're trying to convert those vegetables from the raw form to what is that, guys? Yes, raw form to what is that? Some other form that is called as what is that? Cooked form. So whereas this process, can we call it as what is it? The process of what? Transformation. In fact, where you're transforming the raw vegetables to what is that? Cooked form. Where you're transforming the raw vegetables to what that? Cooked form here. Where you're transforming the raw vegetables to what is that? Cooked form. So we can say what's that? The process of what is that? Transformation is that where you convert the, yes guys, where you convert the transformation is a process where you convert the, yes guys, where you convert the, what is that? That is nothing but raw vegetables from the raw form to the cooked form. And whereas, can you see here, finally, once the vegetable curry is ready, then what you will do, guys? Eat the same. Am I right? Oh, eating is the final layer. So actually, for eating purpose only, we have done all these tasks. What is that? Going to the supermarket, selecting the vegetables, then getting them home, and after getting them home, cutting, chopping, washing, then cooking, everything you have done it, guys. So whereas, guys, if the same process here, you will have to perform on the data. If the same process, you will have to perform on the data. What you will do, guys? The same. Suppose I'm having the data here. Okay, so data you have taken. So first of all, what you do, the process of selection of data, that means you must be having 5,000 records are there, but you require to select only those records which is required for your process, which is required for the process. So what you will do, this process, we can say it as what is it? Extraction. It is called as what? Extraction of data. This process is called as what, guys? This process is called as what? Extraction of data. This process is called as what? Extraction of data. Okay, so that means the data which is required here we will pull in. That is called as what? Extraction of data, just like the selection of vegetables. Then once the data is gathered here, then what is the process you will have to perform? Transformation of the data. Transformation of the data. So what is transformation of the data, guys? Transformation of the data is a process where we convert the detailed data into the required format. Some calculations such as we perform the following job. What's it? Sorting of data. Sorting of data is putting the data in the ascending or descending order, then performing the aggregation operation. Aggregation operation, that is nothing but we can do some calculations on the data. All this comes under what's that? Transformation only. Then finally, what is it you have it? After the data transformation is done, you will perform the loading of the data. Loading means what? Loading the data into the final layer. That is called as what? Target. Okay, guys. So the same process here, we call it as what is that, guys? Same process technically we call it as what? E. Yes, T. And here we call it as what, guys? L. So we can say what's it? ETL. We call it as what? ETL, which stands for what? Yes, guys, which stands for what? Everyone, extraction. E stands for what? Extraction. T stands for what? Transformation. And L stands for what? Loading. So we perform on the data as what is that? Extraction, transformation, and loading, where in short, we call this process as what? ETL. Okay. Whereas nowadays, even we have the one more technique that is called as what? ELT is also there, that we call it as what? Extraction, loading, and the transformation. So these are all the things we can perform it. So data summarization is nothing but ultimately using of the ETL or the ELT process on the data. That is called as what, guys? Data summarization. Everyone. That's it, guys. So everyone is clear now. What is the data summarization, guys? So now here in this process, we have already understood what is a data migration and what is a data integration and as well as a data summarization. Now, guys, the final layer is left out is what? Data visualization, guys. What is a data visualization process? Okay, so let's try to see this. Now here, you have the same data. What is it? There is a supermarket data is here. Product ID, product rate, product quantity sold, product ID, product rate, product quantity sold, and then you have product rate, product quantity sold, and date of sales is here, guys. So here you have a product ID something, rate is here, so let us say 100, and quantity sold is let us say 10 pieces, and date of sales is let us say 24th of November 2024. In the same way, here you have 200 is the rate, quantity sold is let us say 20 pieces, date of sales is 24/11/2024, and then you have said, and you have the again 10 on the 24th 11 2024. This is the data you have it. Wherein, guys, this is the 24th data. In the same way, you have the 25th data as well. You have the 25th data as well. Can you see here? 25th data as well. So here you have the date is, I'm changing it 25th now. Now, actually, the supermarket authorities wanted to launch a discount offer based on the sales. They want to take a decision on, guys, everyone. They want to take a decision, everyone. They want to take a decision on launching of the discount offer, launching of the discount offer, guys, launching of the discount offer. They wanted to take a decision. And based on that, guys, okay, based on that, everyone, based on that, they wanted to launch a discount offer. Based on that, based on that, they wanted to okay, know what is the net sales amount. What is the net sales amount, guys? They wanted to know what is the net sales amount. What is the net sales amount? You have it. So for that, to find out what is the net sales amount, guys, okay, we'll have to perform the same process. Now tell me, to find it out the net sales amount, how many columns are needed here? We don't require the product ID. Simply we require what? Product rate is required. Okay, product rate is required. 3 columns I'm picking up. That means out of the 4 columns, I'm picking up the 3 columns. So this process, we can say it as what, guys? Extraction of data. That's it, guys. Next one, transformation of the data. So what is transformation of the data, guys? The next job is what? In the transformation of the data, you will choose, perform some arithmetic operations. So directly I'm doing calculations here. When the product rate is 100 rupees and the quantity sold is 10, 100 into 10 means what, guys? Directly I'm mentioning it here. 100 into 10 means what? 1000. And 200 is the rate, 20 is the quantity sold. That means what? Can you see here? What is it? Yes, 4000. Am I right, everyone? Then the next one is what? 300 is the rate and product sold is the 10. So you can say 3000. Now tell me, guys, how many you have it? 1000, 4000, and 3000 respectively, the data you got it. The next calculation. I'm doing small calculations here. So what's that? Rate is the 100 rupees and quantity sold is 10. So here you can say what, guys? Quantity sold is 10 in what? I can say 1000, and then I have a 2000, and then you have a 3000, guys. Now, finally, the transformation is done. So I will get the final layer of the data here. Okay, guys. So now what is that you have it? The final layer, I'll write it like this, everyone. So here I have a final layer. So I can say, guys, net to sales amount. Net sales amount, I'm writing it here, guys, everyone. Net sales amount is what? 3,000 plus 4,000, 7,000, 8,000. I can say 8,000. And here you can say, what's it, guys? Next is what? Calculate this one. 3,000 plus 3,000, 6,000, I can say. This is called as what? Net sales amount. The other one is what? Date of sales. Date of sales. And what is the date of sales, guys? This one is for what is it? 24th day of 11, 2024. Here, this is what? 25th day, 11, 2024. Now see, these are the, everyone, these are the 2 days data is extracted. Now, finally, this data, what I will do, I will load it into the target system. And target is what? Here I can say data warehouse is my target. Okay. So the same data I load it into the target system. Now, can you see, by looking into this data, the supermarket management can take a decision or not? In fact, can you see here they can take a decision very easily. Okay, guys, you can take a decision very easily. Which day sales is more, 24th day or 25th day? Yes, guys, 24th day is sales is more than the 25th day of November 2024. So now, guys, this process of deciding which day sales is more, okay, or taking a decision on this data, this is called as what? The process of what, guys? Data visualization. Visualization is nothing but the data, the process of what? Analysis of the data, guys. Analysis of the data, which is called as what? Data visualization. Which is called as what? Data visualization, guys. That's it. Okay. So here, as a part of our course, guys, we are going to see that is Azure data engineering with the following services. What are the services you have it? The first service you can say, guys, ADF is the first service, Azure Data Factory. And then you have the ADB, that is Azure Databricks, the PySpark we are going to see. And the third one, guys, ADF, ADB, and then we are going to see the Synapse. And then we are going to also see the Fabric, which we call it as the Azure Fabric, guys. So these are all the, okay, Azure Fabric. And then we are going to see even the OpenAI. OpenAI. So OpenAI is just like what? The Chat GPT, we have it. Okay. Then the Fabric is the more advanced, which in we can use the ADF and ADB, everything, even the Synapse also we can use it in the Fabric here. Okay. So these three we'll see it in detail, and the Fabric and OpenAI will see the introduction and how to use it with the same process we're going to see. So these are all the services we have it, guys. So here we say service, guys. We don't say it as a products here. Okay. So as a part of our course, guys, we are going to see all of them. That is nothing but ADF, ADB, and Synapse, and rest of the things. Okay. And the duration of this course is, okay, 100 days. That means almost all 3.5 months you will have it here. Okay. And daily session, you will have it at 8 o'clock. 8 to 9 will be a standard timings for the session here. Okay. And that's it, guys. 8 to 9 will be a session, and that's it. And as a part of our course, we are going to see a complete one project lifestyle implementation. Also, we'll see how to implement the project from the starting point till the ending point with everything. Okay. And when it comes to my profile, see, I have around 10 years of experience, and that's currently I'm working on some cloud technology, that is Azure only. And from, okay, almost all the 3.5 years I'm working off. That's it. Okay. Now, if you have any doubts, guys, you can ask me. And the session, regular session, will start it from tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, the same time, 8 o'clock, we'll have the session here from tomorrow. Okay. Now, you can ask me any questions if you have, guys. Please respond.
Yeah, sure. This Cosmos DB is part of ADB or
It can be used for ADB and ADF. Cosmos DB is a storage.
okay,
Cosmos DB is a storage. It can be used with the ADB and ADF as well.
okay. That's covered as part of the syllabus, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's covered.
Okay, so you said like you will be will be implementing a complete project's life cycle. So like,
Yes.
can you share me example like what kind of project you are going to provide as part of this? Like,
See, we will on a daily basis. Okay, on a daily basis, we will see the case studies. Based on that case study only, we will design a project, a complete project. Hmm. It will be normal. You will know the implementation process here with the project. You will know the implementation, how exactly the project implementation is done. The only thing what you have to do is just change the description of the project, and you can put it the same project in your resume also, so that it will be easier for you to explain the process.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So like the code what we are doing here, are we going to store it? It will be available to show anyone in the ADO.
Yeah, yeah. The ADF does not has any code. It's a menu driven totally. Okay.
Okay,
The
suppose
code.
in the interviewer somebody is asking like what kind of project you did, so we can show it to them or
Yeah, yeah. You can definitely share this and you can explain them definitely.
okay. And I think I think the same one of your session I joined. I mean, a long back, I couldn't continue that time. Not yours, I think someone else from Durgasoft. So
Mm.
like we need the account right in Azure.
Mm-mm.
That you know will be assisting, correct?
Yeah, yeah. How to create it, I'll tell you, but because this is a subscription, we have to take it. That subscription and all, you will have to basically, okay, that it requires a debit and credit card that you will have to arrange it. I'll show you how to create the subscription on a little.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Any other questions?
This course is useful for QA engineer also, right? Uh,
Yes. So how even, yeah, please.
Yes. So actually, I am asking. Hello, I'm audible.
Yeah, 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 you can.
Okay. So, I'm asking this course is like will cover the AZ 900 and AZ 203
Yes, yes, yes.
syllabus.
DP, yes, DP 203. Yes. Even the 900 we cover it. Yeah.
900 also.
Yes. You're talking about the certifications now.
Actually, no, like the syllabus of that certification. Like
Yes, yes, that's what.
if I
We'll we'll
complete
we'll
this
we'll
course.
see we'll see more than that.
Okay.
Okay. So any other questions, guys? So that's it. Thank you here for attending. We'll continue tomorrow with at the same time. Okay. Thank you. Tomorrow also the same link, guys. There will be no change in link tomorrow as well. Okay. Thank you.